Kaelen remained at the control panel, tracking the 3 routes descending through the facility. The signals had followed the same pattern since they uncovered them. Movement below, instructions traveling between sectors, security responses adjusting around whatever was being transported deeper into the structure. Then the pattern changed. New command layers opened across the display. Sealed records began unlocking one after another, their contents pulled upwards through channels that had remained inactive until now. "Something's changed," Kaelen said. Kane turned towards her. "What?" "The signals. They're no longer moving between systems inside the facility." She isolated the new activity. "Someone is extracting information." Everlyn stepped beside her. "What information?" "Everything recorded since we left containment. Security footage, access logs, biological scans." Lira glanced towards the corridor behind them. "Can they see us?" "Not live. They're reviewing what already happened." Kane watched another archive section open. The facility already reported it. Kaelen shook her head. "This request bypasses the reports. Someone asked for the raw footage." Everlyn looked at the information disappearing into the upper network. Someone had stopped trusting the machine. Far above them, the High Commander stood before the first recovered recording from the containment hold. His officers waited behind him while the official report remained suspended to one side. Temporary instability. Automated correction. Several assets displaced during internal transfer. The commander removed the report from the display. "Begin." The recording showed the hold operating normally. Personnel completed routine checks. Containment remained secure. Then Meir shifted away from the sector. Seconds later, the first barrier opened. "Stop." The image froze. Why was power removed? The second-in-command accessed the system records. It was redirected towards upper-level research processes. Before the breach? "Yes, High Commander." "Continue." The recording resumed. A second barrier opened. Security entered the hold, but did not respond, as though containment had failed. A command signal appeared on their displays. Both guards turned away from the open cells and moved towards another section. "Stop." The High Commander looked at his second-in-command. "Why did they leave?" "The system identified an authorized transfer and redirected them towards a separate threat." "Who authorized the transfer?" The second-in-command searched the record. "No authorization is listed." "Then it was not authorized." "The system concluded." "I did not ask what it concluded." Silence spread through the chamber. The commander faced the recording again. "Show me where the escaped assets went." The archive followed the breach through fragments. Figures crossed the edge of one camera before the image cut away. Motion sensors detected movement, then dismissed it when the readings failed to match their assigned classifications. Doors opened without approval and closed after the group passed through. Security patrols repeatedly changed course before reaching them. Each event had been reported separately. None had been identified as part of an escape. "Advance!" A corridor appeared. Empty. "Advance!" Several shapes crossed a transport route before interference covered the frame. One looked human. Another was too large to identify clearly. "Replay." The larger figure stopped, turned towards the others, and changed direction with them. The second-in-command checked the system label. "It was classified as damaged transport equipment." The High Commander looked at him. "Does damaged equipment respond to a group?" "No." "Then remove the classifications." Every label disappeared from the display. Below, the same archive unfolded across Kaelen's panel. Images surfaced briefly before being drawn upwards. Kane stopping the group before a patrol passed. Lira remaining with the rescued man. Malek carrying him through the stripped wing. Kaelen opening sealed routes. "It saw us," Lira said. "It recorded us," Kaelen replied. Then it separated every action before reporting it. Kane watched one recording vanish beneath several system markers. So whoever received the reports never saw the full pattern. Everlyn looked towards the route ahead. They're seeing it now. The group moved on. Inside the command chamber, the raw footage continued. Without the system's explanations covering it, the pattern was obvious. The escaped group moved deliberately, waited for security cycles, and crossed monitored sectors only after patrols had been redirected. One officer spoke carefully. They may be responding instinctively to changes around them. The High Commander watched a figure signal for the others to stop moments before a security unit entered the corridor ahead. "Instinct does not wait." The officer lowered his head. "Continue." A clearer recording opened. The system had marked it as corrupted and excluded it from the original report. The commander ordered it restored. A woman entered the corridor first. She scanned the route and continued forward. Then Malek stepped into frame behind her. "Stop." The recording froze. A werewolf stood openly inside a restricted section of the facility, unrestrained and moving with the escaped group. The High Commander stepped closer. "How long has that creature been outside containment?" The second-in-command checked the timestamp. "Since the breach." "And no alert reached command." The system did not classify its movement as an active containment failure. The commander's jaw tightened. "There is a werewolf walking through my facility." No one answered. His hand moved towards the command controls. Then he looked again at the woman beside Malek. She was not fleeing from him. She was not being carried or forced forward. Malek moved when she moved and stopped when she did. The commander withdrew his hand from the controls. "Enlarge her." The image expanded. He recognized her immediately. The woman from Earth. The woman he had watched stand against the hunter sent to kill her. He had seen the entire confrontation unfold through its transmission. He had watched her survive every strike, bring the creature down, and turn towards the recording device as though she knew exactly who was watching. Her words returned without the system needing to repeat them. "I'm coming for you next." The commander stared at Everlyn standing beside Malek inside the facility. She had meant it. His voice dropped almost to a whisper. "She came." The second-in-command leaned forward. "High Commander?" The commander did not look away from the screen. "Get out." No one moved. The second-in-command took a cautious step closer. "High Commander?" The commander turned. "Get out, now!" The chamber emptied at once. The doors sealed behind the final officer. The High Commander returned to the display and removed every report, classification and system conclusion, until only Everlyn remained. Far below, the flow across Kaelen's panel slowed. Kane noticed the change. "Is it finished?" Kaelen studied the remaining signal. "The search is." Everlyn looked at her. "They found something?" Kaelen met her eyes. "They found you." Everlyn turned towards the descending route. "Then we keep moving." The group followed her deeper into the facility. Above them, the High Commander stood alone before her image.